Now, the next sales concept I want to talk about is one of the most common mistakes I see entrepreneurs make. So fundamentally, they don't have an issue with how they're selling it or what they're selling, but actually it's when they're selling it. Because the right offer at the wrong time is still the wrong offer. And so this is why sales timing is so important. So let me explain on this a bit more. You want to make sure that we sell at the point of greatest deprivation, not the point of greatest value. And so this is one of the big mistakes that people make when they're trying to sell stuff, is they actually sell at the wrong time. And so I'll give you an example. So if we go to a restaurant, you order a steak, you have an amazing steak, and I say, awesome, how was it? You say it was great. I say, awesome, would you like another steak? And you're like, no, I'm good. And I'm like, why? Wasn't the steak good? And you're like, yeah, it was great. And I'm like, then why don't you want another steak? And you're like, because I'm good. It was. And I'm like, so you didn't like the steak? And you're like, no, I loved the fucking steak, dude. Like, back off, right? And that's because like the offer's right, the timing's wrong. Mm-hmm. And so if I wanted to sell 2 steaks, what I would do is say, hey, sir, how's it going? You say, great. I'm like, how hungry are you? You're like, dude, I'm fucking starving. And I'm like, guy like you, you're gonna need 2 steaks. That's when you sell 2 steaks. Yeah. Before you've had your first bite, before you're full, when you're at point of greatest deprivation. Where people get confused is they're like, hey, people got a lot of value. That's when I want to sell. The point of greatest deprivation and the point of greatest value only sometimes intersect when once you've created the value, you create deprivation around the next thing. Mm-hmm. And so the motivation for any person to take action on anything is the amount of lack they have. Deprivation, you're incredibly motivated to sleep when you're exhausted, you're incredibly motivated to eat when you're starving, incredibly motivated to fuck when you're having, right? Mm-hmm. And so the idea is we want to extend, and that's why in a pitch, it's all about the pain. It's like, how can we agitate the pain? How can we extend where they are to where they want to be and make this gap bigger and bigger and bigger? For us in a monetary world, which is what you sell in, the gap isn't physiological, it's perceived. And so we have to build up the perception of deprivation.